Picture your perfect wedding day. You're stepping onto a secluded beach on Oahu at golden hour, feeling the warm sand under your feet as you walk toward the water to exchange vows. That beautiful vision hides a complex reality. This shoreline is a fiercely protected and highly vulnerable living ecosystem, not a vacant venue waiting to be claimed. Take a close look at the low-lying dune vegetation spreading across the sand. These native coastal plants are the environment's first line of defense against erosion, and if they are trampled by a wedding party, they take years to recover. Even the smallest traditions carry biological risks. A single dropped synthetic rose petal breaks down into microplastics. An imported flower shedding non-native seeds can easily trigger an outbreak on an island that is currently battling a severe botanical invasive species crisis. A Hawaiian beach is a fragile entity. Being a guest here requires actively protecting the environment that hosts you. To defend against coastal degradation, the state of Hawaii established a strict gatekeeper, the Department of Land and Natural Resources, and their Wiki Permit system. This diagram illustrates the gauntlet required just to legally stand on the sand for a commercial event. You have to calculate exact square footage fees, pass DLNR approval gates, and secure a mandatory $1 million liability insurance policy. The permit enforces a severe leave no trace mandate. That means absolute bans on structures, floral arches, rows of chairs, and any heavy decor. Time and space are also tightly controlled. Ceremonies are capped at a strict 2-hour maximum, and your entire guest count, including the couple and all vendors, is restricted to a maximum of 30 people. Navigating this dense web of environmental law from thousands of miles away can easily turn a dream vacation into a high-stakes logistical nightmare. There is a way through this, and it starts with the native Hawaiian concept of Mālama Āina. It translates to caring for the land, but the meaning goes much deeper. It asks you to treat the land as a living relative. Mālama Āina reframes the planning process. Those strict DLNR regulations stop feeling like bureaucratic hurdles and start making sense as profound acts of respect. This respect shapes your physical choices. Instead of importing potentially invasive flowers, you wear local, native options, like deep green Maile vines or garlands of fragrant white Pikake blossoms. It also dictates how you prepare for the water. Hawaii legally banned sunscreens containing chemicals like oxybenzone because they are highly toxic to the vibrant microscopic coral polyps living just offshore. True luxury in a Hawaiian wedding requires leaving massive external structures behind and safely integrating into the ancient living environment that is already there. That integration extends to the exact moment you say I do. The traditional celebration toss, using plastic confetti, latex balloons, or metallic streamers, is strictly prohibited under state permit conditions. On an Oahu beach, the biological timeline of those materials is incredibly short. Sea breezes catch them instantly, carrying them into the ocean within hours, where they become permanent marine debris. If you want a classic visual moment, you can scatter local Plumeria petals, or tear and toss strips of native tie leaves. These are fully compostable and break down naturally within days. Or you can choose a zero-waste cultural alternative. Marking the transition of your vows with the blowing of the pu, or conch shell, carries deep traditional weight. Stripping away artificial plastic traditions leaves nothing behind but sound. It elevates the emotional and spiritual weight of the entire ceremony. The aftermath of a Mālama Āina ceremony is an empty beach. The only evidence left are temporary footprints slowly washing away in the tide. We have a physical record of what happens without these rules. This is the result of unregulated commercialization, where dense crowds and looming concrete structures tower directly over the sand. The pristine, isolated feeling of a modern beach elopement does not happen by accident. It is a carefully engineered result of the Wiki Permit system and expert planning. Delivering a truly footprint-free wedding is the highest form of reciprocity a couple can offer to the island but host them. This seamless blend of legal perfection and spiritual depth relies on someone on the ground, a resident expert who understands the invisible architecture of the island. That is where Reverend James Chun and the Hawaii Wedding Studio come in. They navigate this complex system, expertly handling the DLNR Wiki permits, and securing million-dollar liability insurance. Their all-inclusive packages also tackle the environmental impact of travel. By utilizing only resident professionals, from photographers to officiants, they drastically cut the carbon footprint generated by flying in outside vendors. To explore legally compliant, eco-friendly wedding packages, visit hawaiiweddingminister.com and follow @OahuMinister on Instagram.